What's up, everybody, and welcome to Rusty Fenders. Today we are gonna make quite the update on this Squier that I have. So this is Stratocaster Affinity Series, and believe it's a 20th anniversary edition. So a friend of mine has had it for a few years. So it's 2002, so it already has 21 years, soon to be 22 years old. So he got some new pickups, but we'll talk about them a little bit once we get to them. For the moment, this is actually a pretty cool guitar. So the first thing that you'll notice is that it has a rosewood fretboard. So actually I was quite surprised. We're used to very cheap necks on this type of guitars, and I was quite surprised with that. But as you can see, that is the expected pickups you're gonna see under these guys. Actually, almost nothing worked. I believe the volume pot died. I tried to do like a before and after comparison video, but I mean, it was, I think one of the pickups made a sound, and you couldn't tell what was happening there. So as expected, it is pretty dirty, and on the back we see that 20th anniversary plate. So pretty cool stuff. And yeah, there's the 2002 date that I mentioned, and the frets look very bad, but the actual rosewood, the fretboard, still looks very good, and it does have a little bit of a chip. I don't know if you were able to tell, but it's like a chunk of it fell out, but everything looks good enough. So I'm trying to see if I need to work on these frets, and the thing is, there are a few frets that are very low. Now there's not that much metal left, so I am not gonna do a full-on refret. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to give them some shape. That first one, as you can tell, it was already gone, and yeah, I'm just trying to leave a little meat there, but they're too flat. So right now I'm seeing what can be saved, and I actually called my friend and told him that the frets are very low. So he might be able to get a few years out of playing this every now and then, but I wouldn't invest a lot of money on it. And that was actually our main topic of conversation. It was how much should you spend on it? So I always, in a cheap guitar like these guys, I'll try to spend as much money as you paid for the guitar. That's kind of my limitation, in order not to go crazy and spend a lot of money on parts. So the thing here is that if you want to get some good pickups, then you still have to spend a little bit of money. So I let him do that part, and actually he broke my rule and he bought some noiseless pickups, which we're gonna see in a moment. I was really concerned about the choice he made. Everybody talks about noiseless being a bad pickups, and I always thought that. I always thought they were very bad pickups, but we'll see in a little bit. Actually, I think he made the right choice, even though he broke my rule of only spending about the same that you bought the guitar. And this is like $100 guitar, right? I think he bought it on a pawn shop, so it was already used, and then he had it for 15 years or something, and then he took it back to the pawn shop and he pawned it, and then he kind of missed it. But it was in such an unplayable condition that he didn't know what to do. And of course, if you took this to a guitar shop, you might be paying the price of almost like a new Squier Affinity series guitars for a good setup, and all the parts that it did. So the tuners were completely broken, so there was no way of fixing it. And the way that this neck is made, it actually didn't fit any of the tuners that I had laying around. So I went with these 70s that I free freshed and put new grease on, and they were working pretty okay, way better than the ones that they have right now. So I'm gonna skip this a little bit. It's a lot of me drilling into that and covering with my hand, but I think they look pretty cool, and there is a little bit of an excess coming up from the edge there, but I just used the Dremel to like take off a little bit there. You can see it kind of blurry there, but if you move your hand to that area, you're not gonna feel like that's sticking out. So these are the actual preloaded pick guard, and from what I found, it's pretty interesting. So it's all that I could find, it was that it was hot noiseless pickups, that it had polysol coated magnet wire, ceramic magnets, scorching output, and flush mount pole pieces for even string response, and vinyl coated output wire and plastic body. So a lot of nothing really. So this looks to be like kind of like I don't know, like is it like standard loaded pick guard, so I wouldn't say there's anything fancy about them. But everything looks good, everything worked, everything, I didn't have any problems with the pick guards themselves. So I do think there's a good value. He got it on a discount, they were like $200, so I think he did get some sort of value out of it. If you would have done it individually, just getting the pods, getting the the pickup selection, getting the pickups, you might have been able to save some money. But being everything pre-wired, if you never done wiring before, this might be a better solution. You do this with a very cheap soldering iron. So check it out. I think the blue and that pick guard looks amazing. The actual neck looks super cool. If you notice, I by mistake removed the Squier. I was trying to like give it a little bit of sand down, but of course there was nothing on top of it, so I just went through it, no clear. But I actually like how it looks, like the white letters of Squier now. So I think it looks pretty cool. I recorded a little bit of it, and I kind of lost half of the recording, but this is me doing my best attempt in playing guitar.